Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session of Path to Abundance live show. Today, we will be discussing a very important topic which resonates with all of us, a topic which impacts all of us, our financial destiny. Financial destiny, yes. Why financial destiny? Because our numbers, whether it is financial numbers or whether it is a date of birth, both are aligned to each other. Because if we do not take care of these numbers, then it will can create havoc in our life. हम सोचते हैं कि ये नंबर्स हमारे को इम्पैक्ट नहीं करते, but these numbers impact a lot. And before we begin, I want to ask you something. And please इसको आप honestly दिल पे हाथ रख के put your hand on your heart and then answer this question. We are doing everything right. We are working, we are saving, we are investing. But why it is this like कि कहीं ना कुछ there is some roadblock, there is some hurdle in our life which is not creating the required level of acceleration which we should have in our life. When we look at our finances, why we feel that something is missing, something is off. Yes, I'm not talking that you are broke or you are not broke, or whether you are having financial abundance or not. I'm just talking about the sanity. I'm just talking about the peace. I'm just talking about your carelessness about finances. At what age you will start taking care? At what age you will start giving due attention? 50s, 60s, 70s? At what age? And despite putting all the efforts, despite putting all the work, we feel there is a gap. We are not able to achieve everything. And so many times my clients told me, I earn well, मैं पैसा बहुत अच्छे से कमाता हूँ, मैं सेव भी करता हूँ, but something is missing. I'm not able to crack that code. And I keep on learning, I'm keep on enrolling for new courses, I'm keep on doing something here or there, but I still feel that luck is not on my side. I still feel that I'm stuck. Some start blaming themselves. Yes. Some blame the market. Yes or no? And some just stop thinking and say, छोड़ो यार, जैसा चल रहा है चलने दो. सुबह ऑफिस जाओ, शाम को घर पे वापस आओ, खाना खाओ, सो जाओ. How many of you are behaving in a loop? How many of you are behaving the same exact pattern day after day, week after week, month after month? And how many of you don't know, don't even recognize these patterns exist? That is the main problem. Yes? Yes or no? And these patterns creates lost opportunities, missed compounding, lost time, and lost happiness also. Correct me if I'm wrong. And despite doing all this, you feel that something, some fear, some unseen, untold fear is there. And today's session specifically drafted, specifically created, curated for you to throw some light on these unseen hidden patterns so that when we are entering a new year, 2026, you start with a fresh slate. You start with a fresh 365 days. You start with some half an hour, 1 hour for yourself through which you can devote the time for your personal, financial, professional, emotional, spiritual, whatever the goals you want to have, right? You can able to recognize these patterns and you start taking action. You start recognizing those patterns and you start recognizing these things in a better manner. So we have So many people here. How many of you are ready to break the patterns today? Just type R ready in the chat box so that I can understand that yes, you are ready, right? Thank you. Thank you, Mukesh ji. Thank you, Ganesh ji. Thank you, sir. So, today's session, thank you, Manish ji. Today's session is not a number session or some future prediction session. No, it is about identifying the patterns, recognizing the patterns, and creating the new patterns so that we can take charge of your life. Yes. So, this is very much important, and that's why I am here to tell you about these patterns so that you can take charge of your life. Let me know once my screen is visible. Is it visible? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Ganesh sir, for the confirmation. Thank you. So today's session is numerology and money just because when I was going through the difficult phase of my life during 2018-19, I ended up being doing this course. I was facing the worst phase of my life. I had so many loans. I had told so many times, but I still will want to repeat to the awareness of all the people. I had two home loans, two personal loans, car loan, gold loan, hand loans, all sort of loans, and I had been on a bed rest, and I was on a LWP due to an accident for 4 months. I had no money to pay. I had nothing. Despite at that time, because I wanted to change the situation, I swiped my card and enrolled for this course for neurology. And literally, this neurology had changed my life totally. After understanding the numbers, after understanding each and everything, I start to take action one by one by one by one, which helped me to create a better and a prosperous life, which I am living it today. So it's not a game which is fast. It is a slow marathon game, right? So are you with me in this journey? Let's decode the numbers game, whether it is financial or whether it is destiny, numerology. I just want to ask this question to you today. हम अपने फ्यूचर के ऊपर कब काम करना शुरू करेंगे? When we will start working on our future? If not now, then when? If not now, then when? अगर हम आज काम नहीं करेंगे तो कब करेंगे? एक हफ्ते बाद, 1 month बाद, 1 year बाद? When you want to work on your financial future? Till when you will procrastinate? Because whoever I talk to, 90% of the people say, सर आपका प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, सर आपकी कंसल्टेंसी अच्छी है, सर जो आप बात कर रहे हो वो बहुत अच्छी है, बट वी विल डू इट लेटर. And that we will do it later never comes. And then they comes after 2 years, 3 years. सर वो आपसे हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी and you were saying right, and we lost money. We lost money in future ends options. We lost money in bad real estate deals. We lost money in bad gold Ponzi schemes. Yes, bad gold Ponzi schemes where people were lured to invest in the gold on the pretext of doubling their returns in 1 year. And suddenly the people vanished. जो सेफ रिटर्न वाला गेम है ना, वो हमारे को अच्छा नहीं लगता. It's a fact. Correct me if I'm wrong. The game which gives us steady returns, safe, secure, there is no counterparty risk, there is no issues, no problem, वो हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता. And then we say that ये सारा सिस्टम ही खराब है. The system is created to rob us. Why you get into all these troubles? Why you do not want to save in such a simple and normal manner through which your money is safe, secure, and there is no counterparty risk, because the government institutions are there to protect you. But we are not. So my simple questions to you, and I will keep on asking these type of questions to you. If not now, then when? Till when you will procrastinate, and till when you will say we'll do it later? हम सब कुछ अच्छा करते हैं. We did everything right, yet we feel that something is off. We are putting our 100%, we are putting our 200%, we are completing all our projects, all our deadlines, meeting all our deadlines, we are meeting all our SLAs, but still something is missing. And that is where the hidden patterns, that is where the numerology comes into picture. And if we are able to decode all this in a simple step by step manner, then we can literally transform our life effortlessly. जब मैं किसी को भी अपनी स्टोरी बताता हूँ कि मैंने 5 साल में 6 लोन क्लियर करे, पीपल नॉट बिलीव, बट आई हैव डन इट. आई एम अ लिविंग प्रूफ. आई कैन शो माई बैंक स्टेटमेंट. I can show my all the foreclosure or the loan closure reports and letters. I had 1.2, 1.3 crore of debt at one point of time, and today I had none. It's a system, it's a process, it's an alignment of all the things one by one by one. It's not magic, it's a system and a process. Provided you are ready to follow the system and you have the patience to stick to that system. And it's not a get quick rich scheme, trust me. एंड ये बहुत ज्यादा वाइड स्प्रेड पेन है. हम सोचते हैं कि नहीं, इट डजेंट अफेक्ट अस, बट इट इज अफेक्टिंग योर माइंड, योर हेल्थ, योर बॉडी, योर प्रोफाइल, योर फैमिली, योर सोसाइटी, योर कम्युनिटी, योर ऑफिस, एवरीथिंग इट इज अफेक्टिंग. एंड दोज हु हैव अ हैबिट कि हम हार्ड वर्क करेंगे और हमारे को सब कुछ मिल जाएगा, तो सॉरी, हार्ड वर्क तो गधा भी करता है. सॉरी, डंकी ऑल्सो डज द हार्ड वर्क, but he don't gets rewarded. So we have to act smart, and we have to align our frequencies in such a manner that we do the smart work, and money comes to us automatically from passive sources of income. And that's where my journey is. That's where I'm working. That's what the thing I'm working on. I didn't realize my potential till I learned numerology. I used to keep money in different pockets. Bigger note of 500 in a front pocket, lesser denomination 50 rupees, 100 rupees note in backside pockets. And whenever anyone used to ask for the denominator, for the change, or for, I used to take out the exact note, and people used to ask, अरे भाई तुम्हें कैसे याद था तुम्हारी कौन सी पॉकेट में क्या मनी है? And I was saying that पता नहीं बचपन से हैबिट है. And when I learned all these things, all these principles, and I was totally blown away. So everything has a reason, and we just need to understand those reasons. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I'm asking. If anyone wants to discuss or debate or anything, I'm open. But everything happens for a reason, and everything, whatever you are behaving, whatever you are doing, has a reason, has a system, has a method, has a process. And if we are able to decode, all the best. Yes. It is the patterns. Why every time after 5 6 years, this happened in my life? Why every 4 5 6 years I used to go up and then suddenly crash down? Used to go up and suddenly crash down because it was a pattern. Because I subconsciously invited fear with more money when I get it. Whether it is 2002 crash, market crash, whether it is 2008 market crash, whether it is 2013 policy paralysis crash, or whether it is 2019. I had faced four crashes till now because I was, though I see that it is coming, but I didn't acted on it, and I was not ready to recognize these patterns. But 2019 2019 was a watershed year for me, and after that भैया बहुत हो गया. अब ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. It will not go like this. And at that moment of time, I took the decision. I took some harsh decisions, one by one by one by one. And sudden and see, the progress is in front of you today. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I will be happy to answer. And if you are able to recognize these patterns and change it, ultimate. And now you will say, सर हमारे पास बहुत फ्रेंड्स हैं, हमारे पास बहुत लोग हैं, so we get advice from them. But I would simply say, if you go to a MD doctor, will generic advice help? Or if you want to have a specialty, actual customized personalized guidance, what will benefit you more? अगर आपका बॉडी साइज 40 है, कैन यू वेयर 36 और 44 साइज?
Navegar.
कैन यू?
No.
Can you wear any other one other size? No, no. That's where generic advice doesn't fit you. कोई सा भी म्यूचुअल फंड खरीद लो, कोई सा भी स्टॉक खरीद लो, कोई सा भी कुछ भी खरीद लो. No, sorry. Every mutual fund will not fit you. Every stock will not fit you. You have to create your own personalized financial blueprint. And that's where numerology helps in my consultation. When I understand the nuances of the hidden patterns in the date of birth, and I create a customized blueprint for my clients, that's where it helps. And it literally bullseye. उनको लगता है कि यस, ये तो मेरा ही पैटर्न था, आपने कैसे पता चेक करा लिया? How did you come to know about these patterns, about these things which had happened in my life and was continued to happen? And when I said that please stop these patterns and take the change of the course of direction, take a detour, take a different route, and magic happened. That's why people who believe that generic advice will help them, despite watching countless videos, despite reading countless blogs, information, everything, you're still stuck. You're still stuck. So what is the benefit of reading those articles and watching those videos? Till the time you have some paid accountability, you'll continue to remain stuck. Yes. Two people, two case studies, same salary. but different date of birth and completely different financial outcomes. Different financial outcomes. Yes. I will narrate two case studies. Little bit of story. 2 2 minute story. There was one person. I had cleared all the loans for him, like by giving a blueprint. Like you have to do this step by step, and narrate and chalked out a 5 crore freedom blueprint strategy. And he started to work on it. And he started to work diligently on it. 2 years later, when we were just reviewing the strategy, he was completely blown away by seeing the numbers when he remained accountable at least for 2 to 3 years with me. Another client, we cleared all the loans and he thought that now loans has cleared and now I don't need any advice, I don't need any accountability. So he cut off. Again, 2 years later, when I just pinged him, how sir, what is going on? He said, मैंने वो ईएमआई का पैसा बचा रहा था सैलरी का सो आई टुक अनदर पर्सनल लोन एज आई हैड टू गो टू अ फॉरेन वेकेशन बिकॉज माय ग्रुप वाज गोइंग माय कॉलेज ग्रुप सो वी हैड अ कॉलेज रीयूनियन वाओ सर व्हाट एन आउटकम एंड हाउ मच यू पेड फॉर इट ही सेड आई टेकन अ पर्सनल लोन ऑफ 40 lakhs rupees बिकॉज पूरी फैमिली को लेके जाना था फॉर फॉरेन वेकेशन फॉर 1 month when I realized his patterns his date of birth वो है वो पैटर्न्स हैं वो नंबर्स मिसिंग है वहां पे जो फाइनेंशियल एविडेंस लेकर आ सकते हैं टू क्लाइंट्स टू डेट ऑफ बर्थ सेम प्रोसेस डिफरेंट रिजल्ट एंड दैट्स वेयर वी नीड टू remain accountable and we need to continue to work to plan and mind you it is not prediction it is not a prediction it's awareness it's simple awareness आपको पता है बारिश आने वाली है so will you take your छाता or not despite knowing कि बारिश आने वाली है if you are still not taking your umbrella with you then it's your fault if you are going on a highway if you are going on an expressway you are just going unaware that there is a pothole there is a gadda there and your car suddenly goes into that pothole and it crashes but if someone who has been there guiding people already told you that there will be a pothole when you travel 10 kilometers ahead in this expressway. So please be careful. Please take a side turn or just slow down your speed. Will it help or not? That's where numerology comes into picture. Numerology is not prediction. Numerology is awareness, which helped me and which is helping my countless clients now. When I create a customized numerology based blueprint for them. And today's session is all about creating the awareness. That's it. No, no birth numbers, no prediction, no selling, nothing. It's all about awareness. And your date of birth has countless hidden patterns. I'm still able to decode some new pattern every day by looking at my chart. It's very true. Despite knowing numerology from last 8 years, it's been yes, 8 7 8 years. Despite working with so many countless clients, it's been around in numerous clients. I have lost track of it. During the COVID time, 2020, when everything was going into panic, I used to do free consultation. And you know what hurt the most? When I used to give my free consultation to them and used to ask them, sir, you take please these 3 4 steps which will help you to come out of this situation. Because it was a free advice, as they have not paid for it, they didn't used to take any action. And that hurt. And that created a guilty in my mind, in my heart. Am I doing it right? That I'm using such a precious knowledge and I'm wasting like just like that. And that day I decided I will not do it for free. I will do it with some of the energy exchange, but I will not do it for free. And that decision simply changed my life. Earlier, I was in a giver's mindset, though I am a giver's mindset today also, but based on some value exchange. So that you value other person's time and I value your time. And here comes the picture that despite doing everything right, despite doing everything perfectly, results don't match. Why is that so? Have you ever tried to understand? Have you ever tried to decode? Have you ever tried to think कि भैया प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है, दिक्कत कहाँ पे आ रही है, क्या चक्कर है, क्यों ये प्रॉब्लम हमारी सॉल्व नहीं हो पा रही? Why? What is the issue? Why is that so that despite doing everything picture perfectly, I'm not able to achieve the desired results? And after doing certain remedies, after doing certain very simple remedies, people say, सर रुका हुआ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चल मिल गया. जो बॉस सही तरीके से बात नहीं करता था वो बॉस अच्छी तरीके से बात करने लगा. And it's magic. So it's simple. जो आपकी abundance में blockage लगी हुई है, by identifying those hidden patterns we can remove those patterns, and once we remove those patterns we can literally transform our life. Yes, and that is the whole story. That is the crux. Despite having all the awareness, despite having all the information, despite watching countless YouTube videos, despite watching countless shorts, despite reading so many articles, books, if we still delay, if we still do not take any action, then what is the use? Who you are making a fool? Who? सुबह जा रहे हैं ऑफिस मोबाइल पे स्क्रॉल करते हुए, शाम को वापस आ रहे हैं, अगेन मोबाइल स्क्रॉलिंग, doom scrolling, just we are scrolling unnecessary, and we do not realize that how much time we are losing by just this doom scrolling. And then we are having the dinner, we are not speaking to our family members, we are not asking about their day, we're just busy in the on the dining table, we're just busy in our phones. I'm also guilty, but I consciously have started to reduce my mobile time. So can you. And whenever I feel some uncomfortable action needs to be taken, I start with a very small bit. Very small bit. And you will say कि भाई small bit से होता क्या है? You will say small bit से होता क्या है? Right or wrong? कुछ नहीं होता small bit से. Yes, 500 रुपए अगर हम लगाते हैं, if we start investing with the 500 rupees, what will happen? Nothing. Okay, who believes here, all that people, that 500 will do nothing to your retirement corpus? Who believes? Do you want to see the live example that what 500 rupees can do for you if we plan our strategy diligently? So let's share this. Yes. If we just start with the 500 rupees SIP, 10% step up, 15% return in 10 years, it can give you 1,97,000. You say क्या होता है 2 लाख रुपए से? तो सर आप स्टार्ट भी तो 500 रुपीज से करो. Okay. But same 500 rupees, if you invest for 15 years, can give you 5 lakh rupees. सर 5 लाख रुपीज से भी क्या होता है, हमारे को तो ज्यादा पैसा चाहिए. तो सर थोड़ा आप टाइम बढ़ा दो, 20 years, 13 लाख. सर इससे भी कुछ नहीं होगा, थोड़ा आप टाइम और बढ़ा दो, 32 लाख. You invested 5,90,000 and you are getting 27 lakh. 30 years, 75 lakh. And if you are at your 18, 19, 20 years of age, and if you start investing 500 rupees at the age of 20, by the age of 60, you can have 3 crore 63 lakh rupees. You will say, सर 500 रुपए से तो कुछ होता नहीं. सर 500 रुपए से 3 करोड़ बनते हैं. By investing just 500 rupees, you can get 3.6 crores in just 40 years at the right age, at the right opportunity. But now you will say, sir, we don't have that much time, 40 years. So, sir, आप amount बढ़ा दो, यहाँ पे आप 50,000 कर दो, right? 10% annual step up, 15% return in 20 years. You will still have a respectable figure of 13.91 crore. Either you have to increase the time or either you have to increase the amount. It's a simple fundamental. Anyone has any question? If no, if anyone has not understood, I can repeat again. But this is the simple fundamental. Either you have to give extra time or either you have to give extra money to create a systematic financial corpus which can give you peace of mind and freedom of living anywhere in the world. Right? Is I'm is it, I'm making any sense? Like कुछ ठीक जा रहा है या please give me the feedback, right? So it will help me that I'm doing it right or not. So this is all about taking charge, and market is making new highs. It will not wait for you. Whether you invest today, tomorrow, 1 week later, 1 month later, 1 year later, it will keep on making new highs because this decade is India's decade. This next 10 years, you will see such a tremendous amount of growth and acceleration which you have not seen in your past 40 years. I have this data, I have everything which tells me it will create awesome amount of opportunities. All the companies are opening their global capability centers, GCC, here in India, and they will hire big time because they are not finding the right talent there in their own country. And this will create so much of tremendous amount of wealth, opportunities, abundance which you cannot even dream of. You just need to capitalize on these opportunities. You just need to start taking small, very small actions. But please take action. Don't be left far behind. Don't be left far behind due to your procrastination, due to your lack of energy, due to your lack of ambiguity, due to lack of like due to your confusion. जो भी कोई दिक्कत है, जो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम है, whatever the issue, please talk it out to whomever you trust. मेरे से करो, मेरे से नहीं, किसी और से करना, और से करो, but please start taking action. And if you are not taking the action, time does not wait for your confidence. And compounding will continue to do the work, whether you start, whether you not. And those people who thinks that okay, आज रवि ने हमारे को ज्ञान दिया है, so we are motivated. Sorry, I will not be there. बार बार I will not be there. I will not be repeating the same thing again and again. So motivation will fade. System remains, structure remains, accountability remains, guidance remains. And if we are following a proper guided structure, accountability driven method program, then we will continue to take action. And if you think that this resonates, then you will take the action. And you have to take the action because this is non-negotiable. This is this cannot be avoided, and you have to take the action. There is no point we can avoid these actions, right?